Dear students, our discussion so far was based on the assumption that level of technology is constant over time. And in these versions of Solow model, per capita variables are constant over time. That is, K by L and Y by L are constant over time. Even though capital, labor and output increases at a rate equal to the rate of growth of labor force. So this feature of the model is highly unrealistic in the sense that most of the economies of the world experience positive rate of growth of per capita income. As an example, in the United States, average per capita income growth was positive for the last 2 centuries. So, in the absence of technical progress, diminishing returns would have made it impossible to maintain per capita income for long by accumulating more capital per worker. So you cannot explain this sustained growth rate of per capita income without introducing technology, because capital is subject to diminishing returns. Whatever is the amount of accumulation, you may not be able to sustain such a positive per capita income growth over time. So we have to introduce technical progress in the Solow model to explain sustained growth rate of per capita income that we experience in the real world. Now, it is known to you that most of the technical improvements is the result of purposeful activity in the form of research and development by the universities, by the companies, by the individuals, etc. But for our analysis, we assume that technical progress is exogenous. In the Solow model, the ultimate growth of per capita income depends on technical progress, and technical progress is assumed to be exogenous. So growth is exogenous. The point is, Solow has not modeled research and development activities, which is the force behind technical progress. So to incorporate technical progress into the production function, consider the production function which we have considered earlier. Y is a function of K and L, and we now write Y as equal to a function of A, EL, K. It has A, L, K, where A is the efficiency of labor. Efficiency of labor. It is a new variable. That is, we introduce efficiency of labor in the model. And efficiency of labor meant to reflect society's knowledge about production methods. As efficiency improves, efficiency of labor also increases. So efficiency reflects society's knowledge about production methods. As an example, efficiency of labor increases with the introduction of assembly line production function, which transformed manufacturing in the 20th century. Efficiency of the labor increases when computers were introduced in the second half of 20th century. Efficiency also increases with the improvements in health, education, skill, etc. of the labor force. So, efficiency increases over time due to various reasons. Due to the introduction of new innovative methods of production, improvement in health, efficiency, education, introduction of computer, etc. etc. Now, we call AL the number of effective laborers. We call AL the number of effective laborers. AL, effective laborers. It takes into account the number of laborers L and also efficiency of each worker. So, we introduce technology, something like labor augmenting technical progress. Labor augmenting technical progress. It is something like an increase in the labor force. Now, the simplest assumption about technical progress is that it causes efficiency of labor A to grow at some constant rate G. We assume that delta A by A is equal to G. Efficiency of labor increases at some constant rate G. That is the simplest assumption that we make about technical progress. We assume that technical progress is explained as a constant G. Now, if G is equal to 0.02 or 2%, if G is equal to 0.02 or 2%, it means that labor becomes efficient by 2% per year and output increases as if labor has increased by 2%. Even though number of laborers is same, efficiency increases by 2%. So, it is equal to the statement that labor force increases by 2%. And this form of technical progress, as I told you, is known as labor augmenting technical progress. Labor augmenting technical progress, and G is called the rate of labor augmenting technical progress. When we introduce technology as AL, it is known as labor augmenting technical progress, and G is the rate of labor augmenting technical progress, 2%, 1% and the like. So, labor force is growing at a rate equal to N, delta L by L is equal to N, and efficiency is increasing at a rate equal to G. So, the number of effective workers AL is increasing at a rate N plus G. Effective workers is increasing at a rate N plus G. Now, an important assumption of the Solow model is that technical progress is exogenous. A popular usage used to describe this type of technical progress is technology is like manna falling from heaven. manna falling from heaven. Technology is like a manna falling from heaven. In that, it descends on the economy automatically and regardless of whatever is going on in the economy. That is, manna falling from heaven means it descends on the economy automatically. That is, labor become more productive over time automatically. The source is not specified, or the factors leading to technical progress is not modeled. So, it is assumed that technical progress is exogenous in the model. And modern growth theories explain technical progress within the model, and the modern growth theory as it is introduced by Romer etc. is known as endogenous growth theory. Now, having specified technical progress and how technical progress is defined in the context of Solow model, we now consider the steady state with the technical progress. Steady state with the technical progress that we will see in the next class.